Good evening. It's been another bonkers day here in a summery dressing gown, and I thought it might just be easier to talk directly to you. Apologies if you can hear the washing machine in the background, by the way. So I promised you some of my thoughts, and I thought I would do a video instead of writing it down. Firstly, I want to say sorry. It is politicians, yet again, causing a furore. I didn't grow up in politics. I remember feeling apathetic about politics and politicians, and quite frankly, the last couple of days I have felt like that again. I should play nicely with my colleagues, but who are rallying against the Prime Minister, but I resent them, and I've not got as much grace in me as the Prime Minister, who has been incredibly kind, even to those challenging him for leadership. I don't have as much grace as him. I think it's incredibly reckless for anyone to be trying to oust the Prime Minister. We saw today when the markets opened that that did not look good, and when the markets don't look good, that has a real world impact. That is inflation, that is the cost of your food, that is the cost of fuel, that is the cost of your mortgages, and that is not okay. For politicians to be petulant and throwing their toys out of their pram because they're a bit miffed with their leader, it's not okay. But I just want to talk to you a little bit more frankly and explain a couple of things that I've done on Twitter X today. It's usually a cesspit, but I've addressed it today. I think it's really important because lots of people don't realise, because we don't grow up learning about politics. But when a new government gets into power, the first couple of years are always going to be the toughest, because you're trying to fix things, but you can't fix them quickly enough. So that is because we're not a dictatorship. We don't give executive orders to make stuff happen. We have to go through a democratic process. So we say, right, these are the things we want to change. This is the bill that we need to enact or update. So you sort of draft what that looks like. It comes to the Chamber, House of Commons. It goes to bill committees for scrutiny. It then goes to the House of Lords, and the same process all over again, debating, scrutiny. Then it comes back to the House of Commons, and then it goes for royal assent, which is when it becomes an act, i.e. law. And we have seen a whole heap of things before Parliament was prorogued for this period of time recently, that a load of new things came into play and became law. And so all the things that we want to do take time for people to feel the benefit of. And so all that time, people are going, you're not affecting change quickly enough. Your Prime Minister is rubbish. You promised this and you're not delivering. But the truth is, you just have to wait. And it's rubbish. Believe you me, as a member of Parliament who would love to be able to go, there you go, fixed it for you. That would be amazing. But we can't. And in the election in 1997, our first local elections after that, we had rubbish results. We lost like 1,200 councillors, and that was before social media. That was before the rise of Farage, and that was before the slightly unhinged campaign against Keir Starmer. Yes, he may not be the most charismatic man in the world, but let me tell you this, he is a deeply kind man who is absolutely focused on where we need to get the country, and he won't be deviated from that. And he is a grown-up. He might not be great on social media, but you know who is great on social media? Donald Trump. And do you know who probably poses the biggest risk to this country? Donald Trump. And as a Labour politician in a party that's in power, I probably shouldn't be saying that. I should be keeping the peace, but I think sometimes we just need to get a little bit real. So I am mindful I am nearly at 4 minutes doing this update, but it is so important to get a little bit of perspective. The Prime Minister is doing his absolute best. Has he done it? Has he been perfect? No. Show me a Prime Minister who has, by the way, but also show me a Prime Minister who has apologised when he's got things wrong. But you can't show me one of those other than Keir Starmer either, which is refreshing. So I would just say, this is why I absolutely believe that he is the right man for the job. Steady Eddie, if you like. And I absolutely believe he'll lead us into the next general election, because you will have started to feel the benefit of a Labour government by then. But I am so sorry for all the drama that you're experiencing at the minute. It's not okay.